as we stand on the brink of a new chapter in America's story. I am reminded of the country my family fled 4 decades ago, a place marked by religious persecution, oppression, and a lack of freedom. They came here because America is a beacon of liberty and opportunity. It is now our duty to protect the values that define us and keep this the greatest nation on earth.
Alina Habba's speeches reflect the intersection of her personal journey and her role as one of Donald Trump's strongest defenders. Her themes often center on resilience, freedom, and defending the America that provided refuge for her family. In a tribute at the Republican National Convention, Habba shared how Trump supported her as an attorney and first-generation Arab American, showing a side of him that empowered her and others to pursue their dreams.
Privilege of representing President Donald J. Trump. Now, I know you're all used to hearing me shouting outside a courthouse, but tonight, I want to take you behind the law and behind the headlines and share with you a side of President Trump that reveals his character, his kindness, and his commitment to saving this great country. As a devout Catholic, a proud first-generation Arab American woman, and a feisty Jersey girl who is fed up with far-left corruption in Washington, President Trump championed my journey, empowering me to be who I became today.
Habba's speeches also focus on the many battles Trump has faced, particularly in the political and legal arenas. From her perspective, these attacks are not just against Trump, but against all those who support his vision for America. She views these struggles as a continuation of the larger fight to preserve American values, the same values her family sought when they fled to the United States.
Every attack on President Trump only strengthens our movement. The left's madness is only a sign of desperation. Sham indictments and baseless allegations will not deter us, because the only crime President Trump has committed is loving America.
As Habba reflects on Trump's character, she also delves into her personal experiences working alongside him, sharing moments that reveal his human side, a side that she feels many of his critics fail to acknowledge. She recounts instances where Trump's kindness extended to his supporters, even in unexpected ways.
Not too long ago, a supporter shouted, "God bless you and President Trump," in the middle of Manhattan after one of our trials. Little did that man know that I was on the phone with the president himself, and he immediately asked me to pause, give the man my phone, and spent time speaking to him and thanking him for his support.
This personal touch is one of the key aspects of Trump's leadership, according to Habba. She views him not only as a political figure, but as a person who genuinely cares about the American people, especially those who have been marginalized or ignored by mainstream politics. This perspective is a cornerstone of her defense of Trump against what she sees as an unjust legal and political system.
For decades, the Trump Organization transformed skylines and created thousands of jobs. His buildings and businesses are a testament to his commitment to excellence and his drive to turn dreams into reality. But his greatest construction project was yet to come. The left has tried to demolish President Trump, but there is no bulldozer big enough or strong enough to remove the legacy that he has built or the future he is creating.
Beyond her admiration for Trump's resilience, Habba's speeches also highlight her frustration with the current administration, particularly Vice President Kamala Harris. In several speeches, Habba doesn't hold back in criticizing Harris's policies and her failure, in Habba's view, to live up to the expectations of a role model for women in leadership.
Harris had a chance to be a role model for young girls and women across America to show us what real leadership looks like. Instead, she has shown me and the rest of America what a puppet has looked like for a failing administration. She is not the best that we can do, America. She has been there for 3.5 years, and we as America deserve better than this.
Habba often contrasts Harris's leadership with the values she believes Trump embodies, framing the election as a choice between a return to strong leadership or the continuation of policies that harm American families. One of her major critiques is the economic strain felt by families under the Biden-Harris administration, a point she emphasizes repeatedly.
For her Biden's administration, inflation is skyrocketing, and who feels it the most? We do. We do. Real Americans, moms, single mothers struggling to put food on the table, women entrepreneurs who can't afford, like me, to keep their businesses open, forcing working moms like me to make tough choices because they don't care.
Her speeches often shift from economic concerns to the broader issue of the nation's security and the state of the U.S. border. In her view, Harris's handling of the border crisis has left American citizens, and particularly women and children, vulnerable.
Women and children are trafficked, abused, and left vulnerable because of her administration's reckless open border policies. And now all of a sudden she's a MAGA Republican and she wants to build a border where the hell has my wall been for 3.5 years? If that is what empowerment looks like to Kamala, I want nothing to do with it because to me it looks a whole hell of a lot like betrayal.
For Habba, the stakes of the political moment go beyond partisan politics. She frames the upcoming election as a battle for the soul of the country, and she views Trump as the only leader who can right the ship. Her rhetoric is often defiant as she calls on Americans to resist the efforts to marginalize their voices.
Our voices cannot be silenced, and this movement will not be stopped. So when Letitia James, Alvin Bragg, Jack Smith, and the Harris-Biden administration came for my client, President Donald J. Trump, they didn't just come for him, they came for us.
At the core of her narrative is a call for action. Habba insists that Trump's supporters are not just passive participants in a political game, but are an essential part of a movement that will decide the future of the country. Her words reflect a deep sense of urgency and belief that Trump's leadership is vital for preserving the American dream.
She doesn't speak up to help. She sits down and helps Joe hide in the basement, and that's all she's done for us. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you saw her on CNN, but let me be very clear. I am an American woman. I am a MAGA woman, and I don't need a man standing next to me to get up and speak.
Habba frequently returns to the theme of strength, particularly the strength she believes Trump embodies. She insists that his resilience in the face of legal and political attacks is emblematic of the movement he leads, a movement she believes cannot be broken.
They thought they could break us. They thought they could scare us. They thought they could jail us, and they thought they could kill him. but they don't know. What doesn't break you makes you stronger.
Alina Habba's story is a blend of personal conviction, loyalty to Donald Trump, and a deep-seated belief in the American dream. Through her speeches, she rallies Americans to stand firm in the face of political challenges, advocating for a return to the leadership she believes Trump represents. As she continues to speak out, the question remains, will Habba's words inspire a new wave of support for Trump's vision for America? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. And as always, thanks for watching.